Now, first of all, this is the artichoke. That becomes the most beautiful purple flower if you let it. Now, you want a nice firm artichoke, so give it a good squeeze like that. And you want to feel some resistance, because that bit in there is what we call the fond, and that's the bit that we're going to eat. Everything else is going to be discarded. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut it straight through there. And I would recommend for that you use a decent serrated knife. Hold it by the stalk, take the knife in and cut straight through the artichoke. Like that. Now, if I can just show you a couple of bits here. This furry bit looks very lovely, but you really wouldn't want to eat it. That is called the choke. That's the bit that's called a choke, and I presume for very good reason. This bit, as you can see, is beautiful purple. That's what opens out as the artichoke matures if it hasn't been got hold of by a cook. So we're going to lose all these bits here. The next thing to do is we're going to take the stalk off. And the best way of taking the stalk off is by hand. If you cut through it, you don't always get the little fibrous bits that are in the middle of the stalk. So just put it on the table firmly and pull down like that all the way around until finally it comes out. And that's what I mean. It's those fibrous bits that you really don't want in the artichoke. Now then, we're really rocking. We're going to take the leaves off around the edge. And the best way of doing that is just to snap them off. Work around until you can't snap any more off. And at that point, we go back to the knife. But this does save you a bit of tricky cutting. Right, okay. I'm going to get rid of all that as well. You do have to clean down while you're going. The other thing about artichokes is it's not really the sort of vegetable that I would cook per meal. I'll do a batch of them, leave them in the fridge and use them as I wanted to. It's just a bit of a palaver to go through this every time. Now, you can already see that it's oxidizing as it comes into contact with the air. That darkening there is oxidization, and that's what we're trying to prevent by creating this liquor. So, next stage is to go around the artichoke like that. Again, serrated knife, work the knife in. So we've sort of cut down about 2 millimeters. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take all of this bit off. And the best way of doing that is to hold the artichoke like that in your hand, angle the knife slightly so it's got a good angle to it like that, and then we're just going to work that around the artichoke. What we've got now is a vague artichoke shape. Got a nice bevelness to it, and we've got the outside, it's nicely round. That's the bit we're going to remove in the middle to get that classic artichoke shape. But first of all, we need to take a lot more of this off. But now we can see the shape, it's going to become a lot easier to work with. So we're just going to trim that down slightly there. And then again, chamfer the dark green off. What we're really doing is working through to the white each time. There we are, a little bit more off. Okay, we're ready for stage two. Stage two is to take this middle part out here, and we're going to do that by taking a dessert spoon. What I should tell you is that some people will cook that with the choke in. That bit is the choke there. I prefer to take it out and cook only a clean artichoke. Put the spoon in and just dig around, and that furry middle will all come out, as you can see. So all I'm doing is scraping the spoon around to remove all of that in the middle, which is called the choke. Now what I've got in my hand is called the fond. That is the fond, or the heart of the artichoke. So all we're going to do before we put it in the liquor is give it one final clean up all the way around, so that we've got a lovely white artichoke to end up with. So another little scrape. Now at this point, if you were doing lots of them, you might have a bowl of water next to you with a few tomatoes chopped up into it and maybe 1 or 2 lemons, and you dip them in, give them a good rub round before you went on to the next one, or before you put them in the liquor. But as I'm only doing one, I'm going to go straight from the board to the liquor. So a final trim round on the outside. There we are, and just to make sure it's white around the edges, just take a final sliver off there. One more scrape in the middle and then into the liquor. Now that then slides into the liquor and make sure that it's completely submerged. If it's not, just top it up slightly with water and then push it down so that whilst it's cooking, it's got all that acidic liquor all around it, which will maintain the colour and stop it from going brown.